and welcome to National Focus. I'm Kimani Saint-Jean. Coming up, Senator the Honorable Miriam Blanchard has been appointed Minister for Public Works and Ports. March 6 to 12 is World Glaucoma Week and Dominicans don purple on International Women's Day. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
I had a bleeding disorder that I did not know about, and they had to be transfusing me continuously. I got 56 units.
Being there at the blood bank, I was like, yo, I'm actually saving someone's life.
You never know when you can go.
Give blood.
I have done it, and believe it or not, it don't hurt.
I won't be scared. I'll give. You know you're gonna give blood. I'll make sure she does.
Sit down at the blood bank in a comfortable environment for 45 minutes.
Helping people.
You are stimulating your body to make brand new cells.
You get free cookies, you get juice.
Glad to know your blood group. Feels good.
I felt as a better person.
It's a good thing to be alive, and I can thank God that I'm there and I'm enjoying life.
Thanks for staying with us. Senator the Honorable Miriam Blanchard is the new Minister for Public Works and Ports. A release from the Office of the Prime Minister confirmed that the appointment became effective on March 7th in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Dominica. The Office of the Prime Minister also announced that the portfolio of postal services has been allocated to Honorable Justina Charles, Minister for Youth, Sports, Culture and Constituency Empowerment, effective March 7th, 2016. Dominica joins the rest of the world from March 6th to 12th in observance of World Glaucoma Week. The observance is a joint initiative of the World Glaucoma Association and the World Glaucoma Patient Association. The objective is to eliminate blindness resulting from glaucoma. Glaucoma is a group of eye diseases which causes progressive optic nerve damage, resulting in a gradual loss of vision. Honorable Health Minister Dr. Kenneth Daru delivered an address to mark this week's observance.
It is also of great importance to know that the loss of vision and blindness from glaucoma is permanent, meaning it cannot be reversed. And whilst it cannot be cured, it can definitely be controlled, making it imperative that the detection, diagnosis, and management be made in a timely manner. It is estimated that 50% of people who suffer from glaucoma are not aware, resulting in about 9 million people in the world who are clinically blind from the disease. This, coupled with the irreversibility of the blindness, has led to it being referred to as the silent thief of sight, and has been categorized as an important public health issue, as the blindness has significant socioeconomic implications for the affected person, their family, community, and country by extension.
Dr. Daru encouraged all nationals to get involved in the early detection, diagnosis, and management of glaucoma.
What can we do to help reduce the incidence of blindness from glaucoma? 1. Having regular eye exams, especially after the age of 40. Patients diagnosed with glaucoma should then inform their relatives, especially close ones such as the brothers and sisters, so that these relatives may in turn have their eyes examined every year from the age of 35. Glaucoma patients using their medications as prescribed and keeping their eye appointments, and people helping people, and by that I mean relatives, friends, caretakers, and neighbors of elderly glaucoma patients, helping in the management of their glaucoma by helping ensure that their meds are available and assisting administer the medication.
The Honorable Health Minister identified a number of eye care services which are currently available through the island's healthcare system.
Delivery of eye services in all 7 primary healthcare districts, at the Princess Margaret Hospital, the Dominica Infirmary, and of course in the private sector, to enhance affordability, availability, and accessibility for screening and treatment for glaucoma. Performing opportunistic screening for glaucoma for all patients seen at the eye clinics, irrespective of the presenting complaints. This practice is important for the early detection, since glaucoma does not give any signs of its presence until it's in an advanced stage. Providing some of the glaucoma medications free of charge in all primary health districts and others at cost price at the Princess Margaret Hospital. providing glaucoma surgery free for patients 18 and younger and 16 and older. And these subsidized treatment regimes allow for greater affordability and accessibility of treatment for all glaucoma patients. The SPK program also provides help for elderly persons accessing eye care and administering eye medications.
In more news, Attorney General Levi Peter has called on Dominicans to depoliticize issues regarding sexual offenses, but instead deal with them as issues that can potentially affect the entire population. The Attorney General made these comments at a press conference on Monday while speaking about a new draft amendment bill to the sexual offenses laws of Dominica.
Clearly, I don't think that it would be appropriate or fair to seek to they blame or seek to castigate the regime, the political party, the government that was in power when the 1998 Act passed, because perhaps today we get to a point where we feel there are areas that it could be improved. And so too in another 10 or 15 or 20 or whatever years' time, if further amendments are to be made, it would not be appropriate to lay blame at this government. We are a society which is evolving and developing, and we must, as a people, as a society, continue to seek to develop together and to find solutions to the problems that exist and afflict our society.
He reminded the public of the existing law that prohibits the publication of the identities of the accused and complainants in a reported sexual offense.
Subsection 1 says, after a person is charged with an offense under this Act, any matter that is likely to lead members of the public to identify a person as the complainant or as the accused in relation to that charge shall not be published in a written publication or be broadcast in Dominica except A, where on the application of the complainant or the accused, the court directs that the effect of the restriction is to impose a substantial and unreasonable restriction on the reporting of proceedings, and that it is in the public interest to remove the restriction in respect to the applicant. Or B, in the case of the accused, after the person has been tried and convicted of the offense.
Legal consultant Ray Harris agrees that this practice is wrong.
And when a matter is before the court, if you want to ensure that the rule of law prevails and people's minds are not biased unnecessarily one way or the other, you as a Dominican should not want to do that. The integrity within you should let you know that is wrong.
The Honorable Minister for Social Services, Family and Gender Affairs is urging children to take their safety in their own hands as it relates to child abuse prevention.
The children, however, must play their part. Accordingly, I call upon children to be responsible, obey the rules and regulations. If anyone addresses you inappropriately, report it. Do not for any reason keep secret anything that is intended to harm you, even if you are threatened against doing so. Also, you should stand up for each other, be one another's keeper.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
Let's have some fun, eh?
I'm not ready for your kind of fun yet.
But everybody else is doing it.
But I'm not everybody else. I'm me, and I want to do well in school.
Well, you definitely get an A for attitude.
I plan to get an A in life, and then I think of your kind of fun.
So what am I to do in the meantime?
You'll survive.
Say no when you're not ready. Use condoms when you are.
Welcome back. Tuesday, March 8th was International Women's Day 2016, and the entire world, including Dominica, rallied for support for the call for gender equality. In the days leading up to Tuesday's observance, international, regional, and local gender advocacy groups called forward-thinking people of both sexes to wear the color purple. This year's global theme was Pledge for Parity, calling on men and women to take urgent action to accelerate gender parity or equality. In a statement released on the occasion, the Caribbean Male Action Network Kariman, voiced support for the work done on behalf of our girls and women so as to ensure their safety, education, protection, and well-being. The Dominican National Council on Women used the observance to thank those who have been making women's needs priority. The council says, quote, "Women in Dominica are stepping up and stepping forward because courageous men are changing biased practices and giving recognition that women are made in the image of God." End of quote. Meantime, Executive Director of UN Women, Pumzile Malan Bunuka, in her statement, drew attention to the inclusion of women in the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. She sees progress in that regard since governments unanimously reaffirmed the Beijing Platform for Action, which is an agenda for women's empowerment. She added, quote, "Businesses large and small are committing to and implementing shifts in culture and practice that foster greater equality and opportunity. Women individually and civil society together have called for lasting and transformative change by 2030, end of quote. UN Women says the participation of women at all levels and the strengthening of the women's movement has never been so critical, working together with boys and men to empower nations, build stronger economies and healthier societies. The Bureau of Gender Affairs called on the general public to take action for International Women's Day 2016 by participating in the social media campaign DA Women Rock Purple under the theme Pledge for Parity. GIS News reporter Kadisha St. Louis caught up with the Bureau and participants in front of the digital flagship store in Roseau, where the activities were in full swing.
So we're here with Ms. Kira Paul, Acting Director of the Bureau of Gender Affairs, where they're having some big celebrations for International Women's Day 2015. So Ms. Paul, can you tell us what's going on here today?
Okay. Well, we're using the theme Dear Women Rock Purple. It's a campaign raising awareness on the importance of International Women's Day. And of course, we are partnering with sponsors and major partners like Digicel and Kyrie FM. And also we have our civil society organizations who are always in partnership with us, like the NCW, Lifeline Ministries, the NGO Coalition for Protection of Children and Youth, the National Youth Council, to just raise awareness on the importance of women and their contribution to national development.
She notes the color purple is being used as it is internationally recognized for the empowerment and advancement of women, and this activity is one of many more to come, which deals with the advocacy of women and girls.
Of course, we know that the day is about women and their respect and their value, and so we need to engage the entire public. And it's not just women, we've had men on the carpet here as well, celebrating the day with our women. In collaboration with the NCW and Lifeline Ministries, we will also be launching a domestic violence hotline.
The acting director believes that the day is not just significant to women, but girls as well.
Well, of course, you know, young girls, they are the future, and of course they have high potential, and we need to recognize that as well. And so the schools, we are very pleased that the schools have formed part of the day as well. This morning we were at Convent High School and they had a very beautiful ceremony where they engaged the young women. It's young girls, but they are young women in their own right as well. In the day, we know that the vulnerabilities that young women are faced with, but what it is that we need to do is really empower them so that they can reach their full potential. And we are using the day, International Women's Day, as a platform to do just that.
Cultural Ambassador Michael Henderson, who was also at the event, wants the importance of a day set aside just for women to not be downplayed.
It's very important that we have a special day set aside to commemorate the achievements of women and just, you know, their everyday life, because it's been a long time since women have been sort of marginalized in society, and we live in a male-dominated society. It's true that we should celebrate women every day, but having a specific day allows people to be more aware, allows them to participate really in a movement that is visible, that the media carries, that creates more awareness for women's issues.
These members of the public also believe in the importance of advocating for the rights of women.
I think International Women's Day is important to us in Dominica because I think too many times we don't look at women as being more than just mothers and maybe role models in terms of to girls only. I think women, they can go a lot further than that. They can do so much. They can influence so many different people in so many different ways. And I think with women, they are able to adapt in different societies, in different environments, and that gives them the superpower that they need to do a lot of things they need in life.
Dominica has always been a country that promotes women's rights and women's affairs. We were the first country to have a women prime minister. So historically, we have promoted women and women in powerful positions for a number of years. But I think now we have a lot more work to do with regards to women and embracing them, especially as it calls to equality and equity.
From GIS News, I'm Kadisha St. Louis. Back to you, Kimani.
What's for dinner?
I know, but you want Cheryl.
Who? Cheryl? Oh, babes, that's nothing.
Nothing within there, but that is nothing.
Hon,
come on. Whatever.
You know you're my number one.
And she's number what, 10? Plenty married women get engaged from the husband these days. I don't want to be one of them. From now on, I'm looking out for me.
But babes, I only talk to the woman.
Until I'm certain this will take care of both of us, if you're lucky.
Your family depends on you. Don't take home maids.
Before we leave, here are a few announcements. The Youth Development Division invites applications from suitably qualified persons to fill the following positions: Computer Skills Instructor for Portsmouth, Computer Maintenance Instructor for Portsmouth, Computer Maintenance Instructor for St. Joseph, Landscaping Instructor for Dublin, and Boat Making Instructor for Castle Bruce. Successful applicants will be contracted for no less than 3 months in the first instance and will be required to begin employment in April 2016. Applicants should be knowledgeable in the skill area and possess a certificate and/or at least 3 years of experience. Interested persons should apply to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Constituency Empowerment. Deadline for receipt of application is Friday, March 11th, 2016. Applications are invited from suitably qualified persons for awards offered under the New Zealand Commonwealth and Fellowship Program to pursue postgraduate studies towards a doctor's or master's degree for the academic year commencing February 2017. Applicants should hold the minimum requirements of a first degree with upper second class honors or second class degree and master's degree. Applicants must submit 1 original and 2 photocopies of application form and other relevant documents and curriculum vitae to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development, Government Headquarters, Roseau, Dominica. Deadline for receipt of application is April 29th, 2016. Expressions of interest for the Caribbean Development Bank funded project enhancing Dominica's trading environment and export capacity are now being considered. Interested persons are invited to submit expressions of interest for legislative drafting consultant and a trade and communications consultant. The complete terms of reference and application details can be obtained from the Government of Dominica website at www.dominica.gov.dm under the link Vacancies or by sending an email message to foreignaffairs@dominica.gov.dm. Dr. Alex Ephraim, Vice President of the Monroe College St. Lucia campus, is extending 5 partial scholarships to the Roseau City Council. Recipients are eligible to $2,500 off per semester. Interested persons wishing to pursue further education at Monroe College St. Lucia campus for the semester commencing 29th April 2016 are requested to submit applications to the City Clerk, Roseau City Council, 21 Long Lane, Roseau, by March 29th, 2016. And the Fisheries Division announces the conducting of its 36th Basic Fishermen Training Course for new and prospective fishers and entrepreneurs. This course will take place at the Roseau Fisheries Complex from Monday 7th to Friday 11th March 2016. Interested persons are asked to visit the Roseau Fisheries Complex to register, confirm participation by Friday 4th March 2016. That's the English news. McPherson St. Luce is up next with Creole Highlights.
Alors tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non moins, c'est McPherson Saint-Louis. Premièrement, ministre pour sport, Honorable Justin Charles, qu'a créé pour respect pour négion et puis droit à un aspect pour ball. Honorable Charles fait parole pendant un workshop qui mettait attention à ces abysmes négion en sport. Workshop ça mené ensemble plusieurs officiers et spécialement coaches en jouant là.
Important pour nous make sure les sélections là parmi avec ces coachs là yo sélection en taper yo dans environnement voilà yo pas peur pour venir yo pas peur pour parler voilà yo ça respecter ces coachs là avec ces coachs là même ça respecter yo avec nous savent sélection les bitin ka fait yo peur parler ba moun nous les yo ça ouvert avec parler ba moun so on est pour garder holistic development of sélection ça là because nous savons sélection ça là c'est yo qui tourner cricketers de messadier c'est yo qui ni pour représenter Dominique différents countries yo qui ni pour jouer international cricket so nous les make sure yo ka senti yo taper assez protection yo taper assez information nous traiter yo dans manière qui ba yo goût pour continuer sports même son manière les gens nous a développé éveiller ça développement carrière en sports.
La nouvelle, un comité qui est établi par le gouvernement pour revisiter la loi qui concerne Sexual Offences Act fait présentation au draft bill pour l'Office Attorney General revisiter. Chairman comité Larry Harris fait parole que le comité là travaille bien formidable un mois qui passé pour préparer bill salam pour le gouvernement revisiter. Attorney General Honorable Levi Peter fait parole qui a déjà commencé à garder Bill Salam et puis que tout de suite mené un cabinet pour passer en parlement. Le gouvernement établi le comité là en octobre l'année passée et puis par décembre, il a déjà commencé à faire recommandations. Attorney General Honorable Levi Peter complimenté le comité là pour travailler à eux. Loi sans a été enactée en 1998. La nouvelle, Dominique Blanchard et puis la West la terre pour observer Journée Femme Internationale. Ministre Development Community, Honorable Catherine Daniel, délivre l'adresse pour observer Journée là. Si l'homme ministre Daniel est bien honoré pour délivrer l'adresse là à 50 femmes. En 1975, Nations Unies déclaré à 8 mars comme Journée internationale pour reconnaître les femmes pour achievement ailleurs. Ministre Daniel aussi dit Journée Salam, c'est pour reconnaître les droits des femmes en société là. Journée Salam, c'est aussi pour femmes branchées et puis d'autres femmes volontaires célébrer Journée ailleurs. Organisation Carreman et puis Organisation Nationale Femmes aussi échoué parole pour célébrer Journée Salam. Et puis finalement, chef département bureau femme Kira Paul souhaitait toute femme joyeuse journée femme contre Dominique Blanchard et puis la West Latela observer journée femme internationale journée. Plusieurs femmes en premier nom tenu quelque chose violette pour supporter femmes pour observer journée là.
Aujourd'hui, nous avons célébré femmes qui font, femmes qui travaillent, femmes qui ont case. Femmes qui nous voulons connaître comme hommes et femmes, je sais même. Mais aujourd'hui là, nous avons célébré 3 femmes qui ont fait autant pour le développement Dominique, en éducation et en health. Nous avons souhaité toutes femmes bonjour et nous avons encouragé pour continuer pour développer Koyo, continuer pour encourager les autres femmes parce que c'est très important.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelle en créole pour à présent. Non, moi c'est McPherson Saint-Louis. Au revoir.
Women's empowerment is all about sisterhood. Coming up next on your tip of the day.
Taking care can be so easy. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Whether you're family, friend, or neighbor, come on, take a stand. A hug, a smile, a patience, or sometimes just to hold our hand.
A message from the Caribbean Child Support Initiative, a program of CARICAT with support from the Bernard Bandler Foundation.
Take good care of the children.
One way to celebrate Women's Day every day is to have an open heart connection with women. You can do this by forming a sisterhood. Sisterhoods should be the foundation of any women empowerment movement. Sisterhood is the long-term consistent spirit, thoughts, and actions that lead to a unified movement toward positive change for women and girls. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Kimani. Thank you for watching, and join us again next time on National Focus.